everybody, Elizabeth here, and welcome to today's episode of the Dog Training Advent Calendar. Today you're going to need your clicker and treats like always. We're going to be practicing our dog's wearing clothes today, so if you got the sweater that you practiced earlier or the blanket or whatever you used with your dog that you practiced before, that would be great to go ahead and have that. Kaya and I are also going to be practicing place, so we've got our bed ready. If you guys have been working along and want to practice place also, then go ahead and pull that out and have that ready. Optional though, if you don't want to practice place, we've got other options for you. Yeah? Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. And we'll talk about what we're going to do today. So last time we started introducing our dogs to wearing clothes, right? And so this time we're going to continue with that. Last time we were just placing it on our dogs and rewarding them for that, but now we're going to work on having them actually move with the clothes on. So what my goal is today is to see if Kaya can wear a sweater and still do other training. Okay, so she can do other training while she's wearing a sweater, and that means that her whole brain is not focused on that sweater and how annoying that sweater might feel. Okay, you're not at this point where you can get the sweater completely on your dog or the jacket or whatever you're using. If you can't get it completely on them, if they're still uncomfortable with that, then back up and practice that for a little bit more. Practice what we were doing last time. So I put the sweater on her, I give her lots of rewards. Now I want to know if you can think with it on. So, I'm going to take some treats. I'm going to put the sweater on just like we did before. And then we're going to practice the behavior that we've been practicing too, which is Doggie Zen. So we did Doggie Zen the other day. So what you want to do is just have a treat in your hand. Remember, a treat in your hand, close your hand, let the dog smell, sniff, do whatever she wants. Get your clicker ready. And then when she makes eye contact, that's when you click and open your hand and give her the treat, right? That's Doggie Zen. So hopefully your dogs are familiar with that. If your dogs are not familiar with Doggie Zen, you can go back and practice that, or you can just go on through with this session and practice a behavior that they are familiar with. Maybe a hand touch is easier for your dogs. You can do that instead of Doggie Zen. Maybe it's just eye contact. You're so good. Maybe it's sits or downs or some other behavior that your dog is really good at. You can practice those instead. But we're going to do Doggie Zen. So we're going to put our sweater on. Stand up. Stand up. Lose your balance. There. Oh no, you lost your balance. Oh dear. Oh dear. Silly girl. Okay. So we've got the sweater on. I'm going to take 5 treats. 5. You get 2 extras. And those are going to be my Doggie Zen treats. So I've got a treat in my hand. Good. Click in the eye contact. Good. Nice. So Kaya likes Doggie Zen. She likes this game. Good. Hopefully your dogs do too. And whatever game you want to do right now, as long as they like it, they're going to say, okay, that's worth wearing a sweater for. I can play that game while I put a sweater on. It's a fun game. Okay? So instead of just giving them treats for the sweater, we're having them work for the treats, but they're doing a game that they know, that they like. It's easy. Okay, that's the important thing. If you've never done Doggie Zen before, they might get a little frustrated starting out. So that's not a good time to practice with the sweater. They're already frustrated with the sweater on. So you want to practice something that they're good at, that they already know. Let's try it one more time. Okay. Actually, we're going to go and we're going to do a different behavior. So Doggie Zen is too easy. Yeah. This time we're going to do place. All right. So place means go to your bed and lay down and stay there. Yeah. You got it? Oh, good girl. Demonstrating that right on cue. So I'm going to put the sweater on her, same as before, giving her lots of treats along the way. You can do it laying down. You don't want to stand up. That's good. Giving her treats along the way. And then I'm going to, once I get this on, I'm going to toss the treat off of the bed. So she has to actually walk off the bed. So get that treat. And so that would be the first time that she's walked with this sweater on. And that's when you really start to feel, you know, what does it feel like? Is when you're actually moving in it. Yeah? Good? Take a treat and toss it away. Good girl. And now I'm going to look at the bed. Alright, ready to go to the bed. Remember, I'm looking for elbows on the bed. If your dog is really distracted, like I know that this is a behavior that Kaya is really good at, but she's not doing it immediately like she normally does, so I can just kind of help her out. She might be thinking a little bit too much about the sweater right now and not thinking about going to the bed like I want her to. Oh, come on, you can do it. So I can help her out. It's okay. Get her thinking about something else. Come on, right here. No? You're not gonna do it? Come on. There you go, good girl. That's right. Come on. Here, I'll give you a cookie for that. Good? Now what? Good girl. So smart. Yay! So good. So good. So that was much harder for her than it normally is. Right? So now I know that she can do maybe stationary behaviors like eye contact, doggy zen with the sweater on, but moving is much more difficult for her, right? Okay, so let's do something easier. Let's do a hand touch. Okay, let's do another hand touch. Oh, good job. Let's get her moving a little bit. I can toss the treat away. Good girl. Oh, good job. Move the treat away, have it come back and touch my hand. Good girl. Hand touches are much easier than place. Doesn't take a lot of thinking, but it accomplishes our goal too, which is to get her moving and walking with her sweater on. Right? Up here. Good girl. Very good. All right, so that was a couple of good hand touches. Let's go ahead and take your sweater off. Let's do it. Let's do it. Very good. Yeah, shake it up. Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot. Good. Remember, no treats once the sweater comes off. You only get treats when it's on. We can do some petting though. Do some good pettings. They usually like scratches once they've been wearing a sweater. You love being scratched. Good. Good, good. So let's go ahead. Let's end with one last time of just making it really easy. I'm just going to drape the sweater on her, give her some treats, take the sweater off, right? So just like it was. Good girl. Look, now you can lay on the bed. See? See? See, it's not hard to lay on the bed once she's got the sweater off. So that tells us that she's definitely focusing on the sweater a lot. And you can't lay down with the sweater on, is that right? So we'll keep working on that. But we're going to end this session just the way we started. Drape the sweater on, give her lots of cookies. Take the sweater off. Good? Good? That was pretty easy, huh? Can you do that one more time? That's pretty fun. It's nice whenever we can to end a session the way that we started the session. So we just sort of go full circle. When she's been thinking, she's doing a lot of stuff, using your brain gets a little tired, and it's nice to go back to the easy stuff again, isn't it? Sometimes it gets a little tired. Good girl. Very good. Good girl. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that session. If you did, please go ahead and click like and subscribe down at the bottom. Please, as always, give me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video. Again, I'm getting a lot of great feedback, so I really enjoy hearing about that. Let me know how it's going. And if you go ahead and practice this session, why don't you comment at the bottom with the behaviors that your dog is working on. So with Kaya, we're doing Zen and Place with her sweater on. So let me know what you guys are doing with your dog's sweaters on too. Alrighty, I'd love to hear about it. And I will see you again tomorrow for our next episode of the Dog Training Advent Calendar. See you then.